Hey, everybody, and welcome to Say It with Jon Pierce. Of course, I'm Jon Pierce, and I'm so happy to have you all here with us. I'm so excited about tonight's show. We have been having such an amazing time with season 2 of Say It with Jon Pierce, and I'm so glad that you all are tuning in tonight. I just want to just acknowledge the day that we are having today. Today is Martin Luther King's birthday, and we want to honor and recognize the lineage that is Martin Luther King. Um, all of the sacrifices and the work that he put into it. And I do want to say that if you get a chance one of these days or later on, go online and listen to one of his speeches, like listen to the whole full speech, not just some clips, and really be enlightened. And he was really saying some amazing and beautiful things. So if you can read his speeches as well, they were absolutely amazing and wonderful. And we honor Dr. King for the work that he did in the civil rights movement. And we're going to continue to uplift his memory on today and years to come. So let's get into it. We are here at Say It with Jon Pierce, and I just want to share this with you all. Go forward, shed light, shed love, and know that God has uniquely placed something special in each of us that is intended to change the world. Find out the purpose, find out that passion, spread your wings. My dear friend, Janelle Smith said that, and I wanted to share that with you all today. Okay, let's get into it. I have two amazingly talented women, strong, beautiful, soft, gorgeous, all the good attributes that you can think of. These women that are coming on with us today, I am so excited. So let me tell you about them. We have Detroit's own Angel A, amazing vocalist, recording artist, producer. She plays the keyboard, singer. It's nothing she can't do. And I'm so happy to have her on today. I want you all to give it up for my friend, Angel A. Hey, Angel.
Hey, Jon Pierce.
How you doing today?
I'm excited to be here at Say It with Jon Pierce. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, cool. Thank you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy you're here. I can't wait for people to just hear and talk, for us to talk today, to get to know each other in a different way. And the people out there to get to know us all in a different way on today. And so that brings me to my second guest. And I'm so excited to have the legend. I call her the legend, DJ Shani. She is the creator and executive producer of the Groove Temple. My friend has traveled the entire world working with some of the biggest names in the music industry. She is a sweetheart, one of the most supportive people that I know. And I love talking to her, and we have such good conversations. And I'm so glad she's here to share her light. And we're going to get into some good stuff. And so everybody give it up for my other friend, my good sister, the one and the only DJ Shani. Something is happening with my thing. What is up? Sorry, y'all. Hold on 1 second. The enemy tried to block it, but you are not. Hey, Shani, how are you doing?
Hello, Mr. Pierce. Hello, Angel A. Nice to meet you, dear.
Shani.
Yes, I'm so glad to have you ladies here. And if you don't know, these women are powerhouse in the game of house music. And you know that we do house music from the bottom of our heart with all of our parts. When it's good and when it's bad, I can tell you the people on this screen, we are pushing to change a generation, or pushing to keep the movement going forward. And so I just want to talk to you ladies today, just open conversation, ask a few questions and have a good time. But before we get there, let's play a little game. Is that okay, ladies?
Let's do it.
Okay, Jon.
Let's do it. Yes. So the game is Would You Rather. I'm going to ask a couple of questions, and you all just shout it out, Would you rather? So the first question is, you ready? Would you rather go into the past and meet your ancestors, or go into the future and meet your great-grandchildren, your great-great-grandchildren?
Ancestors.
Shani?
I'm going to say ancestors.
Okay. So give me a little bit why you say ancestors, Angel A. I just want to know.
Interestingly enough, I was just at a retreat last month and we were asked to write about this. So I didn't realize how important this was until I was prompted to write about it.
Right.
But I think that if I could glean more from my ancestors, that I would have more to give to my grandchildren and their children. So the chance for them missing out on something is less if I can get it, because then I can pass it on.
Yes. Shani, what you say?
Wow. You took my answer, Angel, but that's okay.
Great minds think alike.
Of course. But I 100% agree. I think it's very important to kind of know where you come from so that you can prep for where your mind and heart want to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the ancestors will tell you like the real deal. Because the people now, they'll give you maybe like 60% of the truth of the story, because maybe they're embarrassed about the other 40%. So yeah, I would go back and I would get all of the tea so I could have all the information
to continue to pass it on. I love it. Would you rather be able to talk with animals or speak all foreign languages?
All foreign
languages.
All the languages, yes. That's self-explanatory. Would you rather win the lottery or live twice as long?
Live twice as long. I love that she's thinking about it.
I love it.
I mean, I'm just going to say right now, lottery.
The lottery?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I love it. Would you rather have the best house in a bad neighborhood or the worst house in a good neighborhood?
Ooh, I gotta think about that.
Yeah, that's a question, huh?
Well, what's really
what makes
bad,
it good?
Like, what makes it bad?
It's your definition. What you think?
I'm going to say good house in bad neighborhood.
Good house in a bad neighborhood. Okay.
I'm going to say bad house in the good neighborhood.
Okay. I love it. Would you rather go without TV or junk food for the rest of your life?
Without
TV.
Junk food.
Junk food and TV. I think that I could care. I'm a sweet person, so it would probably be hard for me with junk food, but because TV, I don't hardly watch TV anyway. I hardly watch TV. Oh no, hold on. Two more. Okay, this is something I probably know these answers. Would you rather listen to music from the 70s or music from today?
70s.
The 70s. We already know the answer to that. Would you rather, this is the last one, would you rather become someone else or stay yourself?
Stay myself.
I think I want to stay myself too, ladies. I definitely do. Thank y'all for playing with me.
Hey.
Thank y'all for playing this game with me. So let's just get into it. I have some questions for you ladies because, you know, we do this dance music thing. And I just want to get into it. Then we'll get into, I want the people to know what you're doing, what's going on with you, and where we can find you. And we're going to do that a little later. But I want to talk about the state of what's going on right now, what you all really are thinking about. They knocked on the door. They want to know. The people want to know.
Oh, wow, John.
I was like,
they
who is
know
that?
What's going on.
Don't they know it's a show happening? Why are they messing with John?
They said, let us in, let us know. We want to know the business. We want to know what is going on with this house music thing. So from you all's perspective, I want to know, I have a couple of questions and we'll just flow it. Let's just get into it. What has disappointed you in dance music, in the dance music scene and how can we make it better? Whichever one want to start, you go ahead and you let me know.
I'm gonna start.
Go ahead, baby.
Because I see Angel like, what has disappointed me in the dance music scene? Just one thing?
Just one.
Okay. What's been the most disappointing, I think, is that people in our dance music community are very so many words come to mind. Simple, basic, but that's kind of rude. And that's not really what I want to say, but like that are very strict in their thought process. You know, they're very like, this is what house music is. This is what techno is. This is what whatever genre is. And they don't really have the patience to sit back and accept the fact that they don't know everything. The only one that knows everything is the Most High. And yeah, they're very kind of ego based, and they forget that at one point, I'm talking about DJs specifically, you could put a gun to their head and they'll be told, you have to blend this record seamlessly, and they still can't do it, right? So like there's a lot of people that have a lot of learning to do. That's what I'm saying. And there's people that don't think that they do. And when you think that way, like, you know, your reputation is a reflection. A lot of people won't book you. A lot of people won't, you know, ask you to be in those kinds of conversations because of your character of, well, I know everything. So that's the most disappointing thing for me.
And how can we, that specific thing, how can we make that better? How can they get better? Which is really self-explanatory, but I want you to say it.
Yeah, I mean, you can either help them to a certain degree. You should always help. Always, always, always. But if you keep saying, well, did you think about this? Or did you think about that? Or whatever the case. And they're like, nah, screw that. I know. Oh, okay. You kind of have to walk away. And I've had to do that plenty of times. It's never easy initially. But in the bigger scheme of things, it's always worked out for me.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Angel A, same question.
I think what's disappointed me on occasion is that if I post a picture, I will have more likes from a birthday picture than I would if I have a new release.
Wow.
And people will say how much they support you, you know, and I'm not talking about people that actually do, of course. But you have a lot of people that'll say they support house music, but they don't buy house music. And if you are a supporter, if the creators of it are not supported, you don't have anything to play. So if you want to see the genre continue to grow and develop and reach new age groups and all of this, you need to be able to expose, you know, people. Like my son knows about Tribe Called Quest because I introduced him to Tribe Called Quest. And I also introduced him to several house music artists. So if I don't take the time to expose or to purchase music, I'm really not supporting it. And we spend our money on so many things. I wouldn't want it to be that people would be more willing to bring me a bouquet of roses because I died tomorrow of COVID than they would be to go where the music is sold and spend the $1.99 or go ahead and get the vinyl piece. Not just for me, of course, but for all house music artists, because we put a lot into this music to create it. And, you know, everybody that knows me knows this is what I do full time. And that's my choice.
Yes.
But I've done it because I, of course, believe in what we have to offer. And I believe people do genuinely, you know, care about me and stuff like that. But I want people to support the genre so that it can grow. That's my answer there.
Yeah. So you're saying the way to get better is if they honestly support. Honestly do it. And I do feel that I'm gonna try to stay neutral being a house music artist myself. I'm trying to stay neutral and be the host of a good show. But I do have my opinions, and that leads me to this question because and it kind of can be the same question because I was going to ask about what is missing in today's dance music scene, and both of you kind of like hit on where I feel it is. And I feel like a lot of ego is involved and makes a part of it missing. I'm going to say the main thing I really do think is missing is the freedom of the gay. The gay is not there no more. It's a lot of undefined masculine energy there that makes it war, which doesn't support the artist and wants themselves to be lifted up. So you there's a lot of the feminine energy gone out of the scene. And a lot of that energy needs to be back in the scene so it can be free. And if you look at any party that has the feminine energy in it, they're the ones that bang. Look at it. Those are the ones that the party is up. If masculine energy, let me say it correctly, undefined masculine energy, because it's not all masculine energy. Because I don't want anything to come. If anybody knows me, they know how I talk about, us as a people. But it's about undefined energy that causes war. And so I would hope and wish and pray that what started it, that energy that started this movement would do that. And then I could see that more artists would develop and more people that are artists, because we all do this full time as artists. And that's another thing to it too. People would have more of appreciation and a patience if they did it full time. If they solely made their bread off of this and they butter off of doing what they say they love, then it's a game changer. It's a total different mindset. And I don't think the people that, and no disrespect to anybody, but I don't think that anybody that can work a 9 to 5 and then DJ later, I can't say all, a lot, can really have a true, honest appreciation for the energy that it takes to do this 24/7, So that's my little piece. I try to stay neutral, but this is gonna be hard. Okay. So on that, what excites you about dance music today? What is exciting for you all?
So much.
Yeah.
So much. I think all three of us can agree that there are some songs, in my opinion, there's two kinds of songs that really touch me. There's songs that I haven't heard in years, and I listen to this song and I'm transported back to the moment that I heard or found out about this song, and I can almost damn near remember my hair, what I was wearing, my whole energy. Hopefully that was a good time. So going to the past, but then right now what excites me is like just hearing these producers and singers and songwriters and percussionists and bass players that are like, you can feel their vibration is really high.
Yeah.
Their vibration is really, can we curse?
Yes. Yes, please curse. Go.
Okay. I don't know. I don't just
say it, Shani, say it.
Say it. Say it.
Is this going to be recorded as like we're going to rebroadcast? Will YouTube? Okay, I'm going to be chill. But what's exciting to me is when you hear a song or even an entire album, where you fully understand and you connect with the high vibration of every aspect, singer, guitarist, keys, bass, whatever. And that is super exciting to me because you can kind of, it's not just like, all right, we need to clap here. We need this gallop because everybody likes it. Everybody likes that shit. No. When you hear a song that's like, oh, it like realigns your chakras and like just makes you like,
yeah, you feel that person's intention. That's a powerful place when you can feel their intention. You know, they went in there with their whole heart, with their whole being to really create a special moment for whatever moment and for moments, period. And so I totally understand. So Angel, what do you say?
I guess I'm going to piggyback a little bit.
Okay.
I had the opportunity to take my band into the studio to record a live house album.
Yeah.
And the musicality of house right now is amazing.
It is.
Because I did, of course, grow up with jazz and gospel in my background. There were so many gospel paid musicians that, they never thought they would play house music. They just sort of had that one, it sounds this way, not understanding how we've grown, how we've developed, how we are allowed to express ourselves. And I guess that is what I'm most excited about, is that the boundary line is really no more. I mean, we all have our preferences and influences, but ultimately, even the reason why I decided to be a house artist was because I could say what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
I could sing. Actually, my first song was a scripture that I sang and recited over, a house rhythm. So there was no boundary, And so that excites me because that means all the things that are in me have a place in what I'm invested in. And that's important. Sometimes you work for someone else or you're in a different, area of life working and investing your time and your energy. And you don't know how much you're going to be able to get back out of that or how far. If you grow to a certain point, you may have to leave it. And I don't feel like that about house music. I feel like if I grow, my music grows, and there'll always be an opportunity for me to express that. So that's really exciting for me.
Yeah, it is always a space. That's why I gravitated to dance music. It's coming from church and doing gospel music, for years, and then I found house, and it just was a place to express in a different way that had no boundaries. And in topic, I could actually be a minister without being a church religious type of person. I could be spiritual, and I can really come from a place that's my intention is really to minister, but without all the other stuff that comes along with it. So I do understand that. And I remember being young and listening to the radios on Friday nights and listening to all of those great DJs from like back. I'm talking about back in the day. I probably was like 5, 6, 7 with my cousins. And listening to those songs back in the day. Like my favorite song of all time is Brighter Days, the original. The first one, not just the remix, because I love it too, but Brighter Days, it did something to me. It brought me to tears. And years later, like to find house music again, I was like, whoa, you can do whatever. You can feel whatever on here, and it's limitless. So, it is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. And I'm excited for everybody out there that does house music. And if you don't know house music, I'm telling you, follow these young ladies right here. Angel A has so much music, and we're going to get into that in a minute, but I just had to segue that because Shani has so many mixes online. She has so much stuff that she's doing in her city that she's in there. We're going to talk about that a little bit too in a minute. And but find these people. Find Jon Pierce. He has so much music online. Find all this stuff, and so many artists out there, so many producers out there, and listen to this stuff because if you listen to them for real, listen to the lyric, you will be ministered to. You will be ministered to. You will. That something will happen. So, I'll make this the last question. How do you all prepare for your performances? I mean, not just like getting up and drinking a glass of tea, like, or I would say studio or creation. When you need a moment to get away and it's time to create, and you're thinking of a way to do a party, to do your podcast, to put your mix together, to do your song, put your show together. What is that? What does that look like for you? Because maybe we can encourage somebody out there who's starting or in it, and they, have a block with that. They don't know how to put that show together, or where do you go? Like for me, I get silent. I get very silent within myself. I do a lot of praying, meditating, and walking. I'll go walk in the park. I'll do something like that. So what do you all do? Go ahead, Angel.
Okay. Are we going to disturb the order here? Okay. So my life is set up very uncompartmentalized, if I could just make up a word right there.
Okay.
Meaning that my vocation and my occupation and my passion and all that is one.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that not every artist lives in that kind of reality, and I did not always. So the first piece is that the writing comes from a devotional place. So almost every song I've ever written, if I went and looked back in my journals, I'm going to see a chorus or something from a song that, it's not necessarily all there, but some place where I was meditating or some revelation of life that I was having at a particular moment is magnified until it becomes music. And I just spend a lot of devotional time at the piano. As soon as something comes to me in my heart and in my spirit, and I feel like this is something that I'm supposed to have. I was telling you about this retreat, and we were writing, and that very question you asked about the ancestors or the future, I wrote this line because it was a writing assignment, like you had 8 minutes to write. And so I write, lift up your song, no matter how much it weighs. And it resonated with me so tough. By the time I got home, I said, this has got to be something more. And before I knew it, I was sitting at the piano and the entire song came.
Yeah.
So, it's a lifestyle for me. It's not like I'm going to write tomorrow. And so I'm going to get in some different place so I can write tomorrow. Because truthfully, I think I probably write every day. Because I pray every day, I meditate every day, and the music is just the fruit of my tree. So as long as I keep working on this tree, there'll be fruit.
Yeah.
And I don't need to look for some outside source to get this fruit. I just need to keep working on it, make the tree good, and then this fruit is gonna come, and that's the music.
That's so beautiful. That was so beautiful. And I want to say this, just for confirmation from your ancestor, from this retreat you just went on, why out of all the questions in the whole wide world, I will start with that one.
Amazing.
I can't wait to hear this song. It's going to be so good. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you. Shani?
So, excuse me, my prep is a bit different. I own 2 businesses, right? So I work for myself full time. One is DJ Shani and the Groove Temple Productions, where I produce events and do stuff like that. And the other is I own a tax firm. Totally different, totally opposite. I totally understand that. But yeah, I've been in business for like 8-9 years. But my specialty is the creative individual. So like the DJ, the sound engineer, the stylist, the music instructor. So I kind of split my time, but I'm always in a creative kind of realm. But when it comes to me, like playing a show, for example, I am in pre-production for my 6th annual Black History Month event here in Austin, Texas. Thank you. It's called United, a Black History Month boogie, where it only features Black women playing house music all night long. Because why? We don't get any recognition. And so there's a lot of people that move here to town, and they're like, where's all the house stuff? Where are all the Black people? And I'm like, I got you. So in that being said, like whenever I have an idea for an event, I physically have to go into the space that I want it to be at. I also walk with a cane. I have multiple sclerosis. And so I need to make sure that my people, I got Black people on lock, I got women on lock, and I got the disabled on lock. So I need to make sure everybody can get to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Can like get up to the bar to give these people their money. Is it safe? Like, if you have a wheelchair, like how are you going to be able to navigate these spaces? So that's what I do for that. And I always make sure that everybody's good. I'm like the mom, you know. There's no fights with any of my stuff because I give that look, that mama look, like, excuse me. But when it comes to making mixes, I typically,
just go and do it. It just come.
No, sir. Not at all, sir. No, sir.
Say it.
It's magical. It's magic. You got it. It's in you. You got it. I love it. That's how I feel. That's how I feel when I hear it, though. But both of you, when I hear you both do your thing, that's how I feel. It feels magical. That's how you know it's good preparation in a good time. When you're in the audience and you hear a moment and you like, oh, this is effort. This feels effortless. When I know for a fact that you put so much time. I tell everybody, for an entertainer or performer, the time spent, the real work is the rehearsal. The real work is the preparation. The real work, the show is the easiest part. So everything before that is the work.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I think that, there's people that are like, can you give me a mix? And I'm like, sure. What kind of vibe do you want? Oh, just whatever. Okay. Which is great because they give me like free range to do whatever. But it doesn't mean that I don't pull some songs together and do like a 2-3 hour mix and I listen to it and I'm like, this is terrible. Throw all the music out. And I'm like, okay, I got to do it again. And if that when that happens, it's usually like the second one that is like, wow, like chef's kiss, And I had to learn how to do that. And to really, I'm very critical about any of my mixes. I'm always like, I don't like this song. It could be 12, 15 songs. In that 11th song, I'm like, this song sucks. I don't want this song anywhere near me. In general, it's fine. But right here, right now, in this placement, I don't like it. So I would do the entire mix over again because it's not reflective of me and my spirit.
Yeah.
So that's what I do.
I think that singers have a moment like that too, especially in the studio, because we can get through a whole song, think we did all our good ooh and ahs, and then get to hear it play down, and like,
you're like, who's that?
Start over. You're like, no. Like, but that's a freedom. That's a great place to be because, when you really wanted to touch people and really wanted to be good, you go above and beyond, take the time to really look. Yeah. I had a time in my life that I was privy to be around some celebrities and I saw how they did. People thought they were going to be at parties and stuff after their concerts, but they would be at their hotel watching their whole concert that they just did. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, I get it now. This is why they are where they are at, is because they took the time to look at every little detail, their mess ups, where they did this and where they did that. And they went in, with judgment of themselves or the critical thinking so that they can get better and better and better. And so that's just a person to me that wants the best for themselves and the people in front of them. They respect their audiences. So ladies, I really appreciate y'all for being here with me. I thank y'all so much. Y'all said it today. I mean, y'all said it. Shared your heart, shared your mind, shared what you got going on. Right now, I want y'all to share how people can find you and what's one thing what you're working on right now. Angel A.
Oh, so I've got some things coming up. You'll see a song called Power. It'll be released on Moody Band's label, Mahogany Music. You're going to see something new. I can't tell the surprise remixer, but there's going to be something amazing coming out on Sophisticato. That'll be a 12-inch. Likely to the single 12 will probably come out around March, early April, and the whole full album that I was telling you about with the band in the studio, that'll come out right before the day tonight. So that'll be early July. That full 12-inch album with all musicianship. We all went in the studio together. And then, of course, my own label, Another Good Friday. We will be having the Another Good Friday event this year. So that's April 15th. It'll be at Gallery Gouchard here in Chicago. We've had money on that for a couple years now. Haven't been able to do it because of COVID. So full double album with that project. With your ticket, you will get the album. So be looking for that. That's April 15th of this year. And that will probably take me through to July. And just stick with me on Bandcamp on 12 inches coming out on Bandcamp, Juno, UK, all of that good stuff. Just stick around. I'll make announcements. Thank you so much, all of you. John, oh my God, thank you for this opportunity so much. Shani, pleasure to meet you. I know we're going to talk. Keep up with me, guys. I'm going to make sure I make some announcements to get this stuff out to you as well.
Yes. Follow Angel A, everybody. Listen to that music. It's amazing. When you hear that she's in your town, when you hear that she's performing, go and support these artists. Let's be clear. When you have a full-time artist, this pandemic has done something to the artists. Support them. Give them a love offering. Go buy that record. Even if you have it, sometimes buy the record and share it if you have it already. You know what I mean? Because you don't understand what it takes for artists to do this full-time. And in this pandemic, it has changed the game for most of us who work full-time as full-time artists and full-time performers. So it's really something. So Shani, tell us where we can find you and what you're working on right now.
So DJShani.com, DJSHANI.com. I love Instagram, I'm not gonna lie, because I like to see things. So but I still respond to like Facebook, Twitter, and all of these sorts of things. I didn't just find out, but I have a nomination in Austin, Texas. This is where I live. I don't know if I mentioned that. I live in Austin, Texas, for Best DJ. And I'm the only woman nominee. I'm the only Black person nominee, if anybody wants to know.
Go, Shani.
Thank you. And one of the other nominees was Barama Obak, also known as Barack Obama.
Yes.
He was his DJ. He was his DJ Mel. So it's like I had no idea I would be nominated. So that voting ends January 31st. And like I mentioned, I am going to do my 6th annual Black History Month event, featuring myself, DJ Melodic from Houston. And it's going to be hosted by Queen Dila, who is originally from Oakland, California, but she lives here in Austin. They're both my sisters. It's going to be a fantastic time.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, I'm an official South by Southwest artist, so we'll see if I get any bookings. I just got a contact a few hours ago.
Yeah.
And as a side note, South by Southwest is really not dance focused,
True.
right? It's more like bands and all of this kind of stuff. So I'm really, really excited to represent Midwest, Chicago specifically, but just to let people know, like, house music is a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing. It's a
yes.
thing.
It's a thing. It's a beautiful thing too. Okay.
Yeah. And I think the last thing I wanted to say was, sorry.
No, go ahead, babe. It's your time.
I'm doing my final episode for Shared Frequencies of Radio, and that's going to be in a couple of weeks. And then I've decided to bring back the Groove Temple. So
come on, baby.
All right.
Be ready. Get ready. Yeah.
Yes.
I have all the things in place, and I just need to, And we'll be in touch, Angel A.
Yeah, please do. And we need to, and it is band driven down there. We need to bring these house music live bands because both me and Angel have our bands, and we will come down there and shut Texas down. Okay. Yeah, working on. Come on.
Come on, get it going, girl.
Get it working. But ladies, I appreciate you all so much for sharing with me today, being here with me. I absolutely appreciate our connection and our friendships and what you all are doing. I appreciate your artistry. You both have brought me through some times listening to what you all do. I've been in front of you when you spent Shani and it's taken me to another world. And I've been in front of you, Angel, when you have sung and it's taken me to another world. And I want the world, and I pray that the world hears more and more of you. And that's just what I pray for you guys, that all the blessings that this year could bring, all the love that this year could bring for you, and that your careers go even further than you can ever imagine.
Likewise.
God bless you, John. God bless you. I mean, this is a big freaking deal.
Yes, it is.
It's a big deal because I don't think, like, you're one of my favorite hosts because you understand the flow. You understand that there's a certain way to do things. You let people, you provide very good questions. You let people answer them. You don't cut them off. And I'm really proud of you. And I'm very happy that you asked me to be a part of this. And I'll never forget that first time we met at Gramophone Records.
Yes. Wow. Yes. That's moons ago. Mm-hmm. I thought she was the most fantastic, going to Paris, fabulous person I ever met in my entire life. I did. Well, I love you girls, and I thank you so much for being here again. Everybody out there, thank you for tuning in. Share, like, subscribe, go to my YouTube page, go to my Facebook page, and just share it, like, subscribe to this, and so you can get all of the info when we're on. And follow these young ladies. Please do that. Follow them, and go see them and support what they're doing, support their music, support their visions. They got a lot going on. And I hope and pray that everybody has a wonderful rest of your night. I'm going to close us out with my girl singing a little bit, Angel A. And yes, this is her song with Vic Lavender, Cosmic Love. And I want you all to go purchase it, okay? This is her song, Facebook, so you don't cut off. She give us the rights to
listen. We got the rights.
I'm buying 3 copies.
God bless you.
Yeah.
With the things that are surrounding me, my spirit knows, even my phone is a greater one. lives inside of me. Not behind the secret door. There's a lion that needs to roar. Oh, how unstoppable, a treasure unmeasurable.
Yeah, that sounds good, baby.
Hey, you taking me back.
Yeah.
You
know, everybody got their favorite song of everybody that you listen to.
I had no idea that you like this job.
Yes. Now y'all go. We ain't gonna give you all of it. We gonna let you. We give you a little taste. Y'all go out and purchase this record. Go and purchase these records. I love y'all. Again, thank y'all so much for being here. And we are out. Say it until you mean it. Go get my book. Out there, people out there, get my book. Say it until you mean Shani. I know everybody got it on here. I love y'all. Go get the book. Affirmations. Affirm yourself every day. God is with y'all. God is love. Happy MLK Day. And we'll see y'all. Bye, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all hold on.
I'm still gonna do this.